everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today, in this video, for a course of a while, I'm going to be reading the Six of Crows series, or duology, is the correct term, and I'm going to be vlogging it, because that sounds like fun, because I like watching reading vlogs quite a lot, and I like making YouTube videos, and I like reading. So why not combine all those things I like into one, you know? And like make it themed, because that gives it direction. And I think that's good. I have a rat's nest in my hair right now, but I'm on a trip and I didn't bring a hairbrush. So I have read the first 3 chapters and we have just gotten the information on the deal that they're about to do in Kaz's first POV. And yeah, I don't really know what's gonna happen, because the only thing that I know from the book is that in the second book something is gonna happen to Tobias, and I know what that something is, but I'm not gonna spoil it for you guys. And it's sad, apparently. Well, not apparently, it's evident. I don't know who Tobias is. I have not met him yet. So that will be fun. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I read the first 2 chapters before, but I was just not in the headspace. I was reading it in the car and when I was with my dad. And, you know, neither of those things are conducive to me to reading hardback fiction. I just wasn't in the right headspace, but I'm enjoying it right now, and it will be fun. Now, halfway through the book, we haven't met Tobias, so what I'm thinking is the character is actually Mathis, and if what I heard is correct, that is sad, and it shouldn't happen. No, so, don't do that to me. I quite like all the characters. I'm not particularly attached to Wayland, but we never got his POV, so that must be why. I also don't understand why this is split up into parts. It doesn't need to be, and like it doesn't make sense to me why it is, but I'm getting through it pretty fast. This is the same day I recorded the other clip, and I started this halfway through the day, so I'll probably finish it soon. Don't that look nice? This is a very pretty copy of the book. It's my friend's. Anyways, that's all I had to say. So I finished Six of Crows actually a couple days ago. I finished it on the second day of reading it, and I have to say I really liked it. I was like, one thing is I was getting to the end and I was like, man, maybe I can be like my friend who was lending me this book. She only read the first one. She didn't read the second one because of what happened at the end, and she doesn't want to be devastated. I was like, man, maybe I can just do that, because it seems like everything's wrapping up very nicely. And then plot turn, and I'm very excited to read the next book, but I don't know why I haven't yet. Well, actually I do. I didn't bring it with me on my trip, and then I'm a procrastinator at heart. But I really liked it. I liked Kaz and Injun's relationship. I liked Mathis. I don't care about Jasper or Wylan. I mean, I like them, but I'm not very invested in them. Nina's fun. I like characters. I don't know why I'm not invested in Jasper. I feel like, you know what, because he doesn't, I think because he doesn't interact. He doesn't have an integral pull of the other characters, which is why the 2 that I listed were important. I liked because Kaz and Injun have their thing, and then Mathis and Nina have their thing, and then Nina and Injun have their thing, and then Mathis is weird with everyone, but it's fun, and then Kaz is weird with everyone, and. his own way, and when you get Jesper's point of view, you don't really feel so much of that pull. He's just kind of like, oh, I should get better friends, rah, 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 like that. But, you know, it was interesting. I liked the dialogue a lot. I found the characters' quippiness fun. I wrote LOL in the book a lot. I annotate my book, and it's okay with my friend. I know it is, because she thinks it's fun. And there's one line I really liked, and I will tell it to you. Though he did trust her with his life countless times, it felt more frightening to trust her with this shame. Oh, and that was like halfway through the book. Oh yeah, that's about where it would be. But yeah, I found it interesting, and I'm gonna undog tear it. But yeah, I really like that line. It's very interesting, and I think it's a unique character struggle, and I liked it a lot. I really liked it, and I am going to read the next book, and I will probably be soon. And fun fact, I have actually read I've read Shadow and Bone, just the first book, and I own the second book. And why am I telling you this? For funsies. And I'm talking a lot. And I kind of thought I'd have spoilerly thoughts, but then I forgot I was not an opinionated person. So, I mean, I can spoil during book 2, book 1, if I want to. And I will, because of the plot twist at the end. But that is all I have to say about this book. I really enjoyed it. I'm very happy I read it, and I'm excited to be into the fandom. Hopefully. I need to reread Percy Jackson. That's a random thought. The book was split up into parts, and I didn't think that was necessary. A lot of times they were like ended on a cliffhanger, and to analogize it would be like if it was a TV show, that's where they would end the episode. But I don't think that was necessary for the book, because we have chapters in books, and a lot of times it was like a cliffhanger ending, but it wasn't like the first one ended just when we were getting into the meat of the story. Like, we just got introduced to the heist, and it just wasn't interesting to me, and I didn't think it was a good choice. But yeah, it wasn't necessary, so I don't know why it was there. It kind of annoyed me. Hello. This is the next step. I've just started Crooked Kingdoms. I'm 4 chapters in. I just finished part 1. These stupid parts. I love them so much. But I'm enjoying it so far. We got our first Wyland point of view. And I have to say, I love him now. He's a little stress nugget, and I relate. I, too, would be stressed and wondering why on earth I'm hanging out with drug thieves, and why is Jesper doing that thing with his guns? I wasn't right of him. I mean, and it wasn't wrong of him, but it wasn't what he was supposed to be doing. I would be Wyland in this situation. Except I can read. That's not very funny. But reading is a big part of my personality, so. But yeah, I'm enjoying it, having fun. I wasn't expecting to get Inja, I don't know how to say her name, her point of view. I don't know why, but in my head she wasn't going to get a point of view until way later on in the book. It's going to be an exciting thing. And she just got it in chapter 4, and it's like, oh, you know what, this actually makes sense. But it's interesting seeing her thoughts. Another thing I was thinking about while I was reading it is, and I also read the first 4 chapters, and then I read the synopsis. I glanced at the synopsis, and it was interesting to me how much Kaz is the central character, and how little it feels like we know about him in comparison to the other ones. Like, he feels very mysterious, and I think he's very interesting, and he's definitely the central character, because everyone has opinions on him, and they vary quite a bit. And I think that's pretty interesting, and I like that a lot. And I think because he confuses the other characters so much, it does feel like there's that great distance, but also that he doesn't confuse them at all, and I understand him very well. It's just that Kaz doesn't understand himself either, and where his values lie, and what he loves and what he's willing to give up for what he loves is not necessarily aligned. I think that's pretty cool. I don't know, I'm really enjoying it, and I'm glad I'm not really putting it off. But I think that's all I have to say. So, good clip. Halfway through, I don't have much more to say than I really like it. It's very interesting. I like all the characters, I'm pretty sure equally, so forget what I was talking about earlier. So this is the last clip because I'm finished. The Six of Crows duology. I don't know what it's called, but I'm calling it that. I really enjoyed it. What I thought would happen to Mathis did happen, and I think it was rude, and I would like it to not happen, but we're stuck with it. I find it interesting that we never really got to see Nina's reaction afterward in the book. That I think, like, I don't know how you would make it satisfying in a short term, but I don't think having her just sail away like she already planned, except she's gonna do one more thing, wasn't. So yeah. Another thing I didn't really like was we ended with Pesco Robin Rollins or whatever, his POV. I don't know that was the most satisfying. Like, I feel like we already had him in a corner, and then we kind of just wanted him in a bigger corner. But yeah, I liked everything else. It was really good. I liked how, besides Nina and Mathis, I liked how all the other fours, their stories ended. I think that was good. They did a good job. The author did a good job of leaving threads open, but closing them enough that we can see where they're going, except for Nina and Mathis. What else? I really liked all the characters by the end. I really found them all interesting, and I know some of them took me longer to connect with, but, I got there, and it was really interesting. And yeah, I really liked it, and I don't really have any other thoughts. I really wish I had more thoughts on things. It really sucks, like, not being a thinking person. Well, I am a thinking person. I just don't like to think. So then, it just really sucks, because I feel like if I could think, I would be very interesting. But my brain doesn't like to. It's scary thinking. I would like to be a sheep, So just tell me how to be a sheep and I'll be happy. But that is all. I think the next book series I'm going to read is probably going to be the Cruel Prince series. The Cruel Prince, and then the Wicked King, and then the Queen of Nothing, or something like that. I don't remember. But those books, I think I'm going to read those next. I'm going to reread the first book and the first half of the second book, and then finish the second half of the second book and finish the third book. So I think that's what I'm going to do next. And then I also have started the Office of Historical Corrections, and that's fun. It's different than the last short story collection that I read, but I'm enjoying it. But that's all the words I have currently. So I'll talk to you later. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!